Sawadee krap, welcome to Phuket Extra, brought to you by PSD Windows and Doors. It's Tuesday, April 30th, and I'm your host JP Mestanza with the news you need to know. With the project to put the power lines underground along 3 kilometers of Patong Beach Road, Patong Mayor Kepsap is announcing that meetings will be held with local residents and businesses before it all begins. Last Monday, April 22nd, Mayor Chalermlak held a meeting with Patong Police and the project contractor to discuss the management of traffic flow during the construction work, which is expected to begin this July and go all the way until March 2020. And she says a similar meeting with residents and businesses will take place sometime after the official coronation ceremony later this week. The project entails moving power lines and fiber optic cables underground along Tawiwang Road from the Pakban Canal to the Lampet Circle intersection in Patong, approximately 3 kilometers. For more on that, visit thephuket.news.com. A luxury mansion being built in the hills above the Bangwad Reservoir in Katu will be ordered to be removed for violating the ban on all construction more than 80 meters above sea level and not having a building permit. A group of local residents brought the project to the attention of Katu municipality officials, who have already begun an investigation into several issues, the first of which is whether the land it's built on is privately owned before the area around it was declared a protected forest. In response to several claims on Thai social media sites, a statement was made by someone who sold the land saying that it's privately owned by 3 women. But while all of that is still being checked out by officials, reports say that there was no building permit issued for its construction. The Palat, or Chief Administrative Officer for Katu Municipality, she told the Phuket News that even if they did apply for a building permit, they would not approve it since it breaches the Building Control Act, which forbids construction over 80 meters above sea level. And this house is 130 meters. For more, visit thephuket.news.com. Police are investigating the alleged arson of a pickup truck belonging to a retired forestry official that was gutted by fire in Rasada in the early hours of this morning. The pickup truck was alight when firefighters showed up at the scene around 3 a.m. this morning in Rasada's Soy Kinkel Utit 2, and it took them 30 minutes to douse the flames, gutting the vehicle. The owner of the car, a 68-year-old retired Royal Forest Department officer, told police that he strongly suspected arson for the fire, especially after last Tuesday's incident in which a rock was thrown at his truck, smashing one of the windows, which was reported to police, who are leading the investigation into possible arson. Phuket Extra will be right back after this.
Phuket's rapid modernization has made it one of the world's premier holiday destinations. Investors can still buy quality condominiums for as low as $75,000, and luxury properties can go all the way up to 20 million. Condominiums in Phuket are a safe, secure bricks-and-mortar investment offering foreigners freehold ownership. Call or email Thai Residential, Phuket's #1 trusted real estate advisor, to find your perfect Phuket property.
Welcome back to Phuket Extra. The state price control list is meant to help curb overpricing in many types of businesses and services. And earlier this year, the state proposed to put medical and healthcare expenses on that list. But private hospitals are pushing back and filing a lawsuit against the Commerce Ministry. The ministry is the one that proposed to put medical and healthcare expenses on the state price control list as part of an effort to stem price gouging after more than 50,000 people signed a petition from the Foundation for Consumers calling for the state to impose regulations on the price of procedures at private hospitals. But now private hospitals are banding together, asking the court to revoke the ministry's proposal and remove any and all medical-related expenses on the state price control list, saying their business is being hard hit by the proposal. All this despite the fact that the Commerce Ministry just last month said that over half of private hospitals overcharge anywhere from 30 to 300% above actual production costs. The fact remains the Commerce Ministry has yet to actually introduce any specific measures, but the lawsuit against them claims the private hospital businesses are already hurting. The ministry has 15 days to respond to the Central Administrative Court. Following a Sunday night concert that ended early on Monday morning in Nakhon Ratchasima province, two gangs of youths began fighting, but that fight somehow spilled over to a hospital emergency room, the third such incident this month alone. In a video captured by someone at the scene, you can see two groups of young people fighting with traffic cones being thrown at one another. Well, the Bangkok Post reports that it happened at Pratai Hospital early on Monday morning at about 2 a.m. following an earlier brawl at a concert. Some of the youngsters were hurt at the concert and were sent to Pratai Hospital for treatment, but both rival gangs followed suit and began this brawl just outside the emergency room. Eventually it subsided with no serious injuries, but it is the third gang fight at a hospital this month and the second in Nakhon Ratchasima province alone. Police say charges are pending. The Royal Australian Navy flagship, the HMAS Canberra, dropped anchor in Patong Bay over the weekend, marking the beginning of a 4-day stay in Phuket. The helicopter carrier Canberra, which at 27,000 tons is the largest ship in the Royal Australian Navy, it arrived in Phuket along with HMAS Newcastle as part of the Royal Australian Navy Indo-Pacific Endeavour 19 deployment, which set sail from Fremantle in Western Australia on March 11th, and with 1,000 personnel, they'll carry out a series of engagement exercises all around ASEAN, including here in Phuket. While in the Pearl of the Andaman, Australian military personnel will work with the Royal Thai Navy, police and other agencies in a number of training activities, as well as assist in a cleanup project at Koh Sireh. For more, visit thephuket.news.com. And that's it for Phuket Extra, brought to you by PSD Windows and Doors. For safe, secure and soundproof windows, visit pvcphuket.com. If you're watching us on YouTube, click that subscribe button to check out all of our future videos. And if you're watching us on Facebook, give us a like on the Phuket News page. From all of us here at the Phuket News Center, thank you for watching. We'll be off tomorrow since it's National Labor Day, but we'll be back on Thursday to catch you up with everything you missed. Until then, stay classy, Phuket.
Okay.